kids, welcome to Come Rant With Me, aka Everything Is Gone Rant, aka Dark Night of the Rant. I'm your host, Matt Gorman. This is my podcast, Come Rant With Me. I'm here with my friend, co-host, and producer, David Huey Hayman.
I'm out of here. I'm here.
And today my guest is stand-up comedian CATHRYN NAIKER. But before we get to CATHRYN...
CATHRYN's naked?
NAIKER. That's her last name. It's NAIKER, CATHRYN.
I don't care because I'm queer.
I want to quickly talk about serving sizes. Have you ever looked at the back of like a package of food and it says what the serving portion is? Who the fuck makes up the serving size of anything? Is it like a little person who's anorexic? Because they're fucking tiny. Like if you look at the serving size on the back of a bag of M&Ms, I don't know about you, but to me a serving size of M&Ms is like a 1 pound bag of M&Ms. That's how many M&Ms I eat in a one serving. But if you look at the back where it says serving size and it gives you the calories and all that bullshit that like chicks care about and people who are on diets, the serving size for when you look at a bag of like peanut M&Ms is 1.5 tablespoons of M&Ms. That's like 11 M&Ms. How is 11 M&Ms a serving in anyone's fucking world? Who eats 11 M&Ms and they're like, you know what? I'm good. That's enough for me. That's all I wanted was those 11 M&Ms. Less than a handful. I fucking eat 15 M&Ms in the first like 6 seconds of my M&M eating. I don't understand. Or anything. It's not just chocolate. It's like real food too. You're looking at... Well, it's mostly shitty food that I eat, realistically. If I'm looking at nachos, I'm looking at a bag of tortillas, I'm looking at, like, anything, really, any food you look at the serving size. It's absurd, the amount that they consider what a serving size is. I guess the whole point is that they want it to be, like, they want it to seem like less calories, so they're like, here's what the serving size is, and it's only X amount of calories. But, like, that's not a fucking serving, dude. No one eats that amount of that food. Everyone eats more than that. So it's more calories, and I don't give a shit about calories anyway because I don't really care. So I just eat what the fuck I want to eat, and like, yeah, maybe that makes me fat, but whatever. I enjoy my life, so I'm cool with it. But I just don't understand who the person is that, how do they decide what a serving size is? Do they ask a small child how much they want to eat, and that's the serving size? Or, like, do they talk to a normal human being with a normal appetite and make that the serving size? That's what a serving size should be, a normal adult male. So whoever's out there, if you're listening to me, serving size man that's writing on the back of the packages, get your fucking shit together, bro. Because the serving sizes are incorrect. They're inappropriate. They're incorrect. I don't like them. They're shitty. They make you feel bad. And they misrepresent the nutrition of your fucking food. So get on that shit. And rant. Whew. Feeling it today.
Rant rebuttal.
A rebuttal?
Rant rebuttal.
We're getting into that? Okay.
As a fucking Canadian, why are you even eating M&Ms when you have Smarties at your fingertips that are so unique, so fucking different than anything else in the world? You go for Smartie brands elsewhere in the world. South Africa, you're going to tell me they have the exact same ones? They don't.
No, I do
only available
like
in Canada.
Smarties.
They're unbelievable. I'm stopping in my... Actually, they changed their fucking flavor. I don't eat Smarties anymore.
See, I don't mind Smarties, but
old Smarties.
The thing is, they do not have peanut Smarties. They only have plain. God. I would go for a plain Smartie instead of a plain M&M, but when I want peanut in my chocolate and candy coating, I gotta go M&Ms because I like peanuts.
Why would you put peanut butter in anything?
It's not peanut butter. No, peanut butter M&Ms are disgusting. Anyone that eats those, you're a fool, and you should be not allowed to eat chocolate anymore. But peanut M&Ms, it's delicious. You get that little bit of saltiness, the crunchiness in the middle. Peanut M&Ms are my go-to, and even a Smartie servings of a serving of Smarties, I'm fairly confident is like 11 Smarties, maybe 15 Smarties, whatever it is. It's like, you know, on Halloween, those little fucking boxes they give out to small children. That's what they consider a serving size. That's a serving of Smarties. One of those little tiny 99-cent fucking boxes. No one eats one of those boxes and then says to themselves, yeah, that was it. That hit the spot. That's it. No. You eat like 11 of those fucking boxes. You steal them from your children out of their Halloween bags and you eat them all. And then in the morning you say, oh no, those Smarties were bad. They weren't good. You can't eat those. You are not wrong about Smarties versus M&Ms, but this is about serving size.
No, I'm wrong since they changed their formula. I can do a whole new rant for Nestle about how fucking you cannot change your formula. You can't change your taste. Whatever they've done is terrible. Whoever's in charge of that should be hung publicly.
Nestle, get your shit together, bro.
And rebuttal.
Yeah, and rant rebuttal. That works. Sure. So next up to have their say is CATHRYN NAIKER. She's a stand-up comedian. She works all over Toronto, and she's kind of up and coming. She's been at it for a while. I've known CATHRYN for a few years. She also works in film production. We've worked together on a couple shoots, but more recently she's been getting into more of the comedy and the stand-up, and she's very funny. And we had a great conversation, and have a listen. I hope you like it. Peace.
Hail, hail, comedy.
Also, I find if I walk on a stage and the audience has their hands crossed like this, I know I've got a real challenge ahead of me. It's hard to get people to uncross their arms once they're like this.
Oh my God.
I still find it challenging.
And are you usually the opener? Or are you like middle for people, or are you usually opening?
I'm middle for people at this stage.
So usually the opener would get you. If the opener hasn't even gotten them warmed up at all, then like.
And then exactly. Then it's really tough.
Yeah.
So
what about hecklers? How do you deal with? Have you had hecklers? Like, how are you dealing with them?
There's no one way to do it. It's just, I just hope to God I think of something funny to say back and just try to get them to shut up as soon as possible.
Yeah.
Because most hecklers aren't actually mean-spirited. They actually think they're contributing to the show.
Yeah.
You know? So then you try to get them to be like, okay, cool. Like, shut the fuck up now.
Yeah.
And we'll just keep going because they're not as funny as they think they are.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, I haven't had too many. I had one really mean heckler, and it was the whole night was so horrible and awkward, and it was like the one night my mom was there. Obviously. So then I was just like, I can't talk to you, or my mom like will not be proud of me. Like I just kept pinning it back on her, which like worked for the night.
Blame my mom.
Like, oh my God! Yeah,
at least you're a comedian. People just heckle me in life. That's just
that's not good.
Heart.
You just surround yourself with better people.
Yeah, especially when it's my wife. It just doesn't.
Oh, I get that on set.
Just giving you a hard time. That's so funny.
I get that on set. Sometimes on set, I end up being the butt of people's jokes, and then I end up just being like, whatever. If that's what makes everyone happy and everyone's getting a laugh out of me, if we're making our days, I'll be that guy. Anyway, let's get into it. Let's start the conversation. Have some fun. CATHRYN, welcome to the show. Thanks for coming out.
Thanks for having me.
Give us one sentence who you are, what you do.
I'm a stand-up comedian and comedy writer. I'm in Toronto. You can see me at various shows or read stuff I've written on the Beaverton.
Oh, nice.
That was a really good run-on sentence. Yeah.
Cool. Excellent writer with.
You think our audience
more
can
of a
read?
writer and less
I don't
of a
think our
speaker.
audience can read. That's why they got into podcasts.
Yeah, and we don't.
Yeah.
We
They're
don't
like audiobook crossover fans that didn't learn how to read. Well.
Yeah,
So,
and we don't write out the podcast, so we don't like type it out and transcribe it. Yeah, so it's all good. Don't worry about grammar.
Well, welcome.
Yeah,
Thank
welcome.
you. Yeah.
So now we do a little part of the show. I don't know if you've listened to any episodes, but basically a little question and answer. Like I'll give you two options and you say which one you prefer, or if you have something else. Just a little thing that'll tell us a little bit more about who you are and a little insight into your personality. So smooth or crunchy?
Wait, what?
Smooth or crunchy? Peanut butter.
Oh, recently I've gotten into the crunchy.
Nice.
Yeah.
Recently.
Yeah.
Like
You
a life
switch
change
over?
Like it
experience
became
took
more
you
of
there?
like an adult palate thing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So you consider yourself an adult?
I
Interesting.
do,
I haven't
but
gotten there
also
yet.
just recently an adult.
Maybe peanut butter is the key. I need to take the peanut butter step and I'll feel like an adult.
Yeah.
I have a lot to think about.
Okay, there we go.
If so, you're saying when you go crunchy, that makes you officially an adult?
I think so. I
Get
haven't
on that
actually
shit,
gone
bro.
crunchy.
Get on
In
that
fact,
shit.
like when
I
I say crunchy or smooth, I'm saying smooth. I actually really not tried crunchy peanut butter in my life. I've managed to avoid it. Yeah, those times where friends have had crunchy at their house and their mom makes it, I used to say I was allergic.
Their mom.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
so funny.
I used to pull shit like that just so I wouldn't eat crunchy. So I actually don't know what I'm talking about.
Although by
That's the
all,
truth, man.
just for a little aside, if you're a child, then you should, by your definition, like the Beatles and Fish. But you don't because you say they're children's music and you're not a child. So if you are a child, then you should come to a Fish show with me and enjoy the music.
True.
Okay, just ponder that for a second.
True. I'm
That's
more.
a bit of a stretch.
I
for
more
me.
have like
Little stretch.
a stretched out child's body with a man's mind. Yeah, no,
That sounds like most men.
yeah, that's true. That's a good look for a Canadian man. Yeah, put a flannel on that, you're good to go.
All right, here's a big one for me and Hayman. It's completely stupid, but coupon or coupon?
Oh, coupon.
Fuck. Fucking Hayman. We're the
God.
worst.
Who says coupon?
We both do.
Oh, I'm
And I'm
sorry. Do
standing
you also
up at-
say
I'm standing at the-
schedule?
No, I don't say schedule.
I don't say schedule at all.
Coupon is like. It's
But now
a
I'm hearing
mixed
it in the
bag.
world. Like now I'll hear it at the
Coupon?
self-checkout things at Metro or
Yeah.
whatever, and it says, "Do you have a coupon?" I can't even say it. Do you have a coupon? And I'm like, that's not English.
Yeah,
But it
it's
is.
Oh, but it
English.
is according to the machines. So
Yeah, the machines are ruling it, and you're siding with them by saying coupon.
Yeah, you're,
only in this instance.
So when the machines take over, they're gonna come for us first, and then you after. It's okay. We'll all be dead soon enough. So, on Roseanne, original Becky or new Becky?
I mean, I always had a thing for original Becky, but new Becky had the better career.
Yeah, but in the show itself, in the show of Roseanne, not like them as people or
Okay,
their
then-
overall personalities, but like who was the better Becky?
Probably original Becky.
Of course it was.
Yeah.
Of course it was.
Because I think
I don't even know why I asked this question. It's
Because
ridiculous.
I feel like it's
new
like
Becky, God bless her, was just a little too Hollywood.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
For the show.
Oh yeah.
You know?
Yeah, she was jokier. Like original Becky was like a little bitch. She was like you believed she was Roseanne's daughter because she was a little like
Yes.
moody, mean spirited, like But new Becky was like funny and bubbly and you know.
just a bit too bubbly for
Yeah.
the Roseanne show.
Yeah.
I think you were on Team Roseanne, and then they basically, because she's not a huge role in the show, and
Becky
they just changed
now.
their logo basically, and you
Yeah.
just weren't down with it.
Yeah.
That's what I think. That's
Maybe.
akin to the field. That's how much I give a shit.
I just love how they even got away with that in the 90s, just replacing
Oh, yeah.
major characters like that. Like I don't
That's
know
not
if
the first time. I think that was.
Oh no, it
done.
happened a bunch, but I feel like it's a thing of the
Nowadays.
past. It's not something you could really get away with now the same way.
Window or aisle on a plane?
Oh, aisle.
Yeah.
I was a window person when I was younger.
Uh-huh.
But now it's like I just want as much space as possible.
But I don't get that. How does the aisle give you more space? Do you
It
put your
just
leg out
does.
into the aisle? Do you like stretch your one leg
no,
out into
it's
the
like
aisle?
it's like my personal space window can increase on one side.
I think it's a
Okay.
perception.
It's a
thing.
perception thing. You're
Yes.
project
Yeah.
in your head. You're like, I have this space because there's no one to my left. But
Yeah.
See, as a big guy, like I'm worried that I'm gonna hit them. Like my elbow's gonna be out, I'm gonna crash, and then
In the aisle?
cart's gonna hit my arm.
Yeah.
Or they're gonna have to wake me up and go, "Sir, you're
Oh.
snoring." Or,
As a big woman, I've never felt that way.
you're not a big woman.
I'm tall. Anyway.
Well, I'm all window.
Yeah.
All the way.
yeah, window.
No one asked me.
Oh, great. We'd be good travel buddies.
There you go.
Yeah.
Let's go somewhere.
Piercings or tattoos? Just in general. Like, what do you like better?
On Matt.
No, not on me.
Matt's basically feeling it
I'll
out.
go with tattoos, but I don't
Yeah.
mind piercings.
No.
I mean,
Yeah.
I have both in the most modest way. I have my ears pierced, and I have one little tattoo on my ankle.
A little girly, like a dolphin
yeah, I
or a
have
flower
like
or
some
something.
stupid.
Yeah, you have
cheesy-
neither.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
not fair. What if
No.
someone says they hate tattoos and I have some?
No, I don't think. I'm not asking one to
Then
say
I'm
they
all
hate
awkward.
anything. I'm just saying, what do you
No,
like more? Which
yeah,
one do you
I
like
think-
more?
This podcast should be
Tattoo.
about passion. It should be one or the other. It should be the black and
I
white
hate
podcast.
one and I love the other one. Yeah, I don't know, but yeah, I
Because
guess.
tattoos are like art, and piercings are just kind of decoration.
Yeah, some tattoos
So-
are art, but some tattoos are just stupid
terrible.
shit that
Yeah,
people
yeah.
get. That's
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
And I find even the people with
like
the
the
more
stupid shit
tattoos
ones.
have the stupider shit. People
Yes.
that only have 3 or 4 or 5 or 8
They're
tattoos.
meaningful.
Yeah, they're meaningful. At least
know
to
a guy
that
that has
person, it
one.
means something. But people that have full sleeves, you look at them and half of the shit all there is like, oh
It's
yeah,
nothing.
there's a
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
baseball,
That's
there's a
very
hot
true.
dog. Like, what?
My guy who works with me, he's got a sleeve. He's got a Pokemon. He's
Yeah.
got one of the houses from
Yeah.
Game of Thrones. But another guy, an artist, Billy Moon, who's an amazing artist, he's got no tattoos except for on his chest it says "No regrets."
On purpose?
Deliberate?
That's hilarious. That's funny.
See,
Nice.
I mean, it's funny, but it's like you want to carry that joke everywhere
You're
forever.
committing to that joke for the
Yeah,
rest of your
I have a
life.
feeling it's
such
the start of
As a
many
comedian,
jokes for
I don't
Billy
want to
Moon.
commit to one joke for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, you know?
I think it could be the start of many. You got to start somewhere.
That,
right?
and I don't like when people tattoo corporate logos.
Oh
Oh,
my
yeah.
god!
Because I don't understand having that kind kind of loyalty
yeah,
to
yeah.
a brand.
Yeah.
I'm getting a little dickhead poking out of my pants, like right here. I'm just going to measure my because I got a 5-pack of underwear, which I've never really had in my life. I've been more of like buy as you go kind of guy.
Okay.
So they all have the same
That's a whole
line.
other story.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. But they all have the same line. So when I'm sitting there, I said to my wife, I'm like, would you care if I got like a little peek of a dickhead? It isn't like a dick, but just a peek. And I'll just consistently buy this underwear for the rest of my life and it'll work out. That idea, that looks like you
will
think
not,
that's a terrible idea.
That means you won't
I'm
grow
not
I mean,
either.
I'm also
anymore.
not married
I have
to you.
nothing to lose. It's gonna. I really don't.
It's true. I was also on vacation a while ago, like for my honeymoon. So this is like over 10 years ago. And we were on like some kind of boat, like a snorkeling cruise. And these two girls were like drinking and having fun. Like they were probably in their early 20s. And they were like, let's get tattoos before we leave that say Hawaii 2008 or whatever. And I'm like, do you really need that to remember that you were in Hawaii in 2008? Like you have photographs. You need to tattoo yourself of this memory of this place that I went to and how much fun it was with a little like bottle of vodka next to it or
Get
something.
like a palm tree or something cute.
Yeah.
Don't get the words.
I just-
Hawaii 2008.
I like people that have like their kids' names and like significant dates, someone who died,
Yes.
you know, that is important to you, not like Tupac, unless you were buddies with Tupac, but like someone who's like my best friend who died, and like I'll always remember him if I have him on my shoulder. Like that to me is like a memorial to a person, and it's like,
That's nice.
you know,
Yeah.
unless you really love Tupac, I guess, but I don't know. It's permanent. That's why it's scary to me. I also have this thing where I'm Jewish, quote unquote, on the ish, where I'm Jewish by birth, but I don't really believe in any of it. But in Judaism, in Orthodox Judaism, they have this thing where you can't be tattooed to be buried in a Jewish cemetery, or to get into heaven, you can't have a tattoo. You have to go into the earth the same way you came out. And I don't believe in God or heaven or any of that. But in my head, I'm like, if that's the one thing, if I get up to heaven and they're like, if I'm wrong and I get up to heaven and they're like, you're awesome, you never raped or killed anyone, but you got that fucking Pearl Jam tattoo on your like shoulder, so sorry, we can't let you in. I'll be like, fuck.
Yeah.
I should have raped and murdered if I knew I wasn't going to get in, you know.
Yeah. I don't want to spend. I thought about that, but I also thought you thinking about that, and I thought Matt's going to go to heaven. I don't want to spend the rest of eternity.
I'm
with
not
Matt.
going. I'm
So then I got a
definitely
bunch
not
more
going to
tattoos.
I'm not going anywhere, but I just, but now that's not even a thing anymore. They let anyone get married anywhere. It's all money. Like, yeah, you can pay for the plot. Sure, you're in, whatever. We don't care if you have a fucking neck tattoo that says, well, no, if you had a Hitler tattoo, I'm pretty sure they wouldn't let you in. But anyway.
Right, but that's
extreme.
Yeah, that's
not many
extreme.
people have Hitler tattoos.
Also, getting a
I've
Hitler
seen.
tattoo and then wanting to be buried at a Jewish cemetery.
Yeah, just out of like fuck you-ness, I think, probably. Just
Maybe.
out of like, you know what? Fuck, I'm gonna taint your whole cemetery with my white blood. I don't know where we're going with this.
I don't know. That's a very vengeful person.
This will be edited because I don't know what's happening. Jeopardy or Wheel of Fortune?
I guess I'll go Jeopardy. I mean, like, the only reason why I hesitated is because Wheel of Fortune has, like, nostalgic value to me.
Yeah?
Just, like, watching it as a kid with my grandma. She was really into it.
See, my
but it's
grandma
not
watched Price is Right.
Oh, I also loved The Price is Right.
Yeah.
Like, it's still on my, like, bucket list to be in the audience of that show once in a lifetime. Yeah.
Totally.
Yeah, because I'm also like, I'm not a very enthusiastic person, but that's the one time I would make a t-shirt with like puff paint and would just go all out and just go for it, you know? Like that's the one time I'd get up really early, get super jazzed about it.
The problem with Price is Right, I think, for Canadians is that I don't know shit for prices in American. Like you have to figure out the price of the thing, but also you have to do the conversion.
If you watch the show enough, then you learn what costs what on the show.
Yeah.
I just say $1, $4.20, $69.
But once you get to the games, once you get on stage and play the games, you got to guess the price of things.
You got to know shit.
So you have to study the show.
Yeah,
But
if
it's
you
also
want your
Drew
yodeler
Carey
guy
right
to get
now.
to the top of the mountain, you got to know how much
I feel
a
like my
fucking
bucket
box of
list
Javex costs.
My bucket list doesn't involve Drew Carey. Because I'm
No, I'm not kissing Drew Carey on the cheek.
It's
but
Bob Barker.
I'll give him a hug.
Right?
Yeah, Barker or bust for sure.
Yeah.
Barker's beauties.
No, I'll still go. I still want that Plinko money. I don't care. Steve
that
Harvey
Plinko
could take
cheddar.
over. I'll
Sweet,
still
sweet
want my
Plinko
Plinko money.
You know what they say.
Anyway, let's do a couple more, and then
Sure.
we'll get into your rant. We can't miss this one, obviously, for Huey sanity. Chicken wings, wingies or drummies?
Just so I know what kind of girl you are.
Oh my
This
god.
means a lot.
This is important to us for some
This
stupid
is so
fucking reason.
I have a running list.
Why is this question
All the women in
so
Toronto.
hard?
Because Hayman is like, it feels very strongly in one way. And I just like to argue with Huey, but I
mean, okay. I mean, I love them both, but for the sake of this, I'll go with drummies.
yes, drummies. Mark that on your list, Huey.
You get a bit
I
more
know,
batter
I
on
get
them.
it.
Like with the deep fry, you get just a bit more crisp on them.
Exactly.
Yeah, you do.
Exactly.
Right.
Don't worry. Just keep telling all the girls of the world that that's how you eat them. There's more
wingies for
more
you?
wingies for me. That's right. That's how you eat them.
Beach or pool?
Oh, beach.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love the beach.
Yeah?
Yeah.
It's
I
not
mean, I
for
don't go to
everyone.
them very often.
No.
I mean, I get because it's kind of messy with the sand.
Yeah.
Maybe? No, a good beach is a great time.
I agree. I like them both.
But
But
pools are pools are kind of gross. Like you got to wear the flip flops, and then it's like there's just pee everywhere.
That's true.
Oh my God.
That's true.
And then just being hid from the what's that chemical called?
Chlorine.
Chlorine
Yeah.
smell. Yeah.
That's all true. Yeah.
I mean, beaches have their own toxic whatever, but it's not the same.
I just wish you could eat on the beach without having sand and everything. Someone needs to invent something that would allow
They're
you
called
to
sandwiches.
eat. Yeah, and inevitably by the second bite you're eating sand because it's on your hand. It got on your lip somehow. Inevitably, no
I
matter
haven't
what.
tried eating on the beach.
You've never had a meal on the beach?
No,
A picnic?
I'll eat before and then go.
But I like to spend the whole day on the beach, and if you're spending the whole day on the beach, you can't just drink and smoke weed. Eventually, you got to eat something.
Yeah, I definitely drink on the beach.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe I guess if you just kept to drinking, then you'd be
I just
okay.
swallow salt water, so I'm never hungry.
Cocksucker or motherfucker?
Oh, motherfucker.
Yeah. Easy.
Yeah.
Easy winner.
I don't want to give anyone any ideas just by saying the word cock, even if I don't,
The word cock, I for some reason the other day I just started thinking of the words cock and balls, and I just made myself laugh, and I just got myself into a giggling fit just in my head repeating cock and balls, and just imagining like an old woman being like, cock and balls, and I don't know why. It was just weird. I'm a child.
Yeah.
I'm a full child, because I literally was sitting by myself on my couch giggling about cock and balls. So it's like an Adam Sandler thing or something.
I mean,
don't even know.
I support you. I don't relate, but I support you.
You support his balls.
Oh god, let's not go there. Okay, last one. Let's say Timberlake or Trudeau. Favorite Justin.
Ooh, controversial Trudeau.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm going with Trudeau on that one.
That's okay. I'm
Yeah.
okay with that if he actually does some of the shit that he said he was going to do.
Yeah.
Like legalize weed and change the voting system. If he does those two things, I'm
He's not gonna
JT Trudeau
change-
for life.
He's not going to change the electoral system.
That's fucked.
But yeah, which
Because
I'm
he
not
ran on
happy
that
about.
shit. He ran. It was all about that. We're going
Yeah.
to change it.
But now I think he's afraid he'll lose if he changes
Yeah, well, that's what it always
But now
is,
I feel
right?
like he's going to lose if he doesn't change it because
Yeah.
people won't trust him.
Right.
So I feel like he's got to change it.
That's how it happens everywhere. Same within the States. Everyone, like fucking Trump, went crazy about the Electoral College and how fucked up it was when Obama won. And then he won with the Electoral College, and he's like, oh, I love the Electoral College.
Yeah.
It's great. It's like, if it helps you win, then you love it. And if not, then you hate it. And it's like, just make it so everyone's vote counts. Isn't that what democracy is supposed to be? That's like the whole point of democracy. It's not that big of a change you're asking for. You're asking just to make it so that my vote isn't irrelevant when I
Yeah,
vote. That's really
yeah.
what it all comes down to. So, fucking JT,
Also-
if you're listening, Trudeau, you're not listening.
I do think if there was electoral reform, Trudeau could win another election.
Yeah.
I don't like when all these political pundits were like, "Oh, he's not changing because he doesn't think he'd win," which I believe is the case, but I
Yeah.
don't see why he couldn't win. Like he's very popular.
Yeah, I still think he can win. He
And-
definitely has to get the weed thing off the ground fucking sooner rather than later. He's
Yeah.
got to make that shit happen because people are getting sick, I think. People that I know are getting sick of the fact of how long it's taking. Because he was all like, we're going to make it happen. And now it's like, what? The election was
Everything
when?
with
Like,
politics
eight-
takes so
yeah, I
long.
know. It's fucking bullshit. Anyway, let's get into it. What do you got to rant about?
So I'm obviously, I'm single and I'm trying to date, and I go through phases of the swiping, and then I'm like, fuck this app, and then I won't for like a while, and then I'll try and get back on it. But this is the thing that pisses me off the most about Tinder and Bumble. I have issues with both.
What's
in the
Bumble?
Same way. Bumble
That's a new one?
is exactly the same as Tinder, except once you match, the female has 24 hours to make the first move.
Okay.
And I think it was an initiative to prevent creepy messages happening.
Cock
Yes.
cock photos, or what is
Yeah,
that?
dick pics.
Yeah, yeah,
Is that what the Bumble
cock,
do
I've got
Cock
cock in my
photos
head.
really elongated
Yeah.
the term there.
Would you like to see my cock photography?
I bet that's like a real thing.
Cockography.
Matt
Anyway,
has never dated.
sorry.
There's Google it, see what happens.
Yeah, I have never sent
Wow.
a dick pic, obviously, so I am not up with the vernacular. But
Yeah.
keep going. We're both married, long time married
Long time.
people, so
It's a different
We're not
world.
married to each other,
no,
listeners.
not that there's anything wrong with that.
Not as in,
What is this, the 90s?
There's a lot.
Not that
If I was
there's
married to
anything
you-
Little
wrong with
Seinfeld
that.
throwback
If
for
listeners thought that I was married to you, then there would be a lot of problems with me.
you. With our relationship.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
after listening to the podcast.
How do we go home
Yeah,
at
exactly.
night? And anyway,
And
let's
cuddle.
go. Let's
Oh,
get back to
yeah,
How do
Catherine.
we
We're
cuddle after a rant?
yeah,
can't.
I'm the big spoon for sure. Either way, let's get back to Catherine. Yeah, so Tinder and Bumble. Yeah,
Yeah, so this is my whole thing. So it's like people are on these apps and they're just like kind of collecting likes.
Uh-huh.
So it's like a lot of people will just swipe right on everyone just to see who swipes right back on them. And
Numbers.
then it just and then it's like, oh, who's going to make conversation first? And it just like delays the whole process.
Right.
And it's like it's this piece of technology that's supposed to make dating like faster and more efficient, and it just delays everything so much. And it's like when I mean, not to be all like old fashioned, but even like other websites like online dating before the apps were more efficient, because it's like it was understood you were actually looking for someone
Right.
if you were on a dating website. And now that's not even the case. It's like there's people on dating apps who aren't even actively dating.
but is Tinder a dating app, or is it a fucking app? Because
Well, it's
my
both.
impression from
It's
it was
both.
it's a hookup / fucking app. I didn't think anyone was going on Tinder to like meet their life partner.
No,
but I
it's
could be wrong.
both. It's
Okay.
definitely both. Well, I think it definitely started out as a fucking app,
Right.
but now it's like evolved. So it's not like people. The one thing I will say I like about it is that people get to what they want and their intentions pretty quickly.
Right.
So if somebody just wants to fuck, they will put that shamelessly
Right.
in their profile.
Right.
And then you're not wasting time.
Right. Well,
or
some
like
people
if
are
someone's
into that,
really
right? And they're like,
looking-
all right, let's fucking do it.
Yeah.
And then, but if you're not, then at least
And
you're
then
not
if
beating
you're-
around the bush.
Yeah, and if you're really looking for a relationship, then somebody will just say that straight up.
Right.
And then you decide from there. But it's just like, I can't even tell you how many hundreds of people I've quote unquote connected with and have never made conversation, never met. It's like I even like made plans to meet with someone, and that doesn't necessarily mean those plans are real. It's like
get
we
stood
talked
up
to the
or
point.
you-
No, it was like he just never followed through. So I wasn't like stood up at a location, but I'm setting aside that time
Right.
to meet with you, and then you message earlier in the day like, okay, like are we still on? And then it's like nothing,
Nothing, right.
and then you're ghosted, and it's like what
Ghosted,
is
I've heard that term.
Yeah,
Yeah,
ghosting, I know.
just-
Ghosting,
yeah.
I
Like
know.
a thing.
Yeah.
And
We're
it's
not
like-
that old. We're not that old. we know
and it's
shit.
just to me it's like what's the fucking point? Don't join the app.
Yeah.
Do not tell someone you're gonna meet with them if you have no intention of actually meeting people.
Yeah.
Like just it's like I have to go through like seriously like so many people to find someone who isn't gonna completely waste my time. And then it's so many hours of my time going through all of these people. It's
Right.
like I don't need a catalog of society.
Yeah, yeah.
Just why even join? Like, it's just so dumb to me.
So I didn't
And then
realize-
the idea that people want to collect likes,
Yeah,
it's like
yeah.
that's really sad to me.
Yeah, I didn't realize it was
didn't
like
realize that
that,
either.
like
What
a
is the
Facebook
value?
type thing where people are just
Yeah.
doing it for the value. Well, it's like
Like,
Facebook,
oh, how many
right?
people
like,
find me attractive? How many
and it's
people
a
think I'm
physical
hot?
people. There's studies that say like when people like your shit on social media, it's like you get a physical, like a chemical reaction in your
Yes.
body for I don't remember the chemical, but it's like serotonin or something like that, where
Yeah.
it's like when you get a like and you get a buzz on your phone and you're like, oh, someone liked my thing. It's like subconsciously, it actually makes you feel good. But I don't think I realized that Tinder. I thought what made you feel good about Tinder was like getting laid, but I didn't realize that just the like in itself was like part of the reason people just do it.
Yeah, so exactly what you described with like Facebook likes or whatever, or Instagram is exactly what's happening with dating, and it, at least online, and it totally delays the possibility of actually meeting somebody, actually dating.
Right.
So that's my personal frustration with that, because then it's like, because people don't even necessarily meet in person the way they once did. It's like where there used to be the stigma with online dating, it's like now it's like, well, if you're dating and not online, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Like it's totally reversed.
Yeah.
But if everybody's so afraid to even like say hello or actually show up to a fucking date, then the whole thing falls apart.
Yeah.
That's fucked.
That's like technology in general, right? Where we're led to believe that technology makes our lives easier and gives us more time to do shit. But anyone you talk to is like busy all the time. I have no time to do anything.
Yeah.
I no longer, like now I can watch TV whenever I want. It's not like back in the day when you had to watch at the time that the show was on. You had to plan your day and watch that. Now you can watch shit whenever you want. You can make your meals in like a fraction of the time using technology. Like there's all these things that make, quote unquote, make our lives easier, and emails, like smartphones, all these things that like are supposed to make our lives easier, but like no one's fucking happier. No one's like doing more with their, no one's taking longer vacations because of it.
Yeah.
But they want you to think that like it's making your life easier. But like you're saying, now it's just, you just have more fucking assholes to go through before you get to, and the online dating thing, totally, when it first came out, was like only losers can't meet people in real life, but like that was fucking 20 years ago. Like now I know lots of people that have met people through online dating, not through Tinder, but through like actual, JDate or whatever those sites might be. But, and like, to me, there's no stigma. I would never think of something like, oh my God, you met someone there. To me, it's more like you met someone in a bar. That seems fucking creepy, man.
Yeah.
Makes way more sense to meet someone online, have a couple emails with each other, eventually talk on the phone, then you meet in person. Like, it seems like more of a naturalistic way than like just meeting someone but excuse me. But yeah, that's fucked up about that Tinder thing. I did not know that.
Yeah.
That's a little insight into a world that I'm not involved in, and it's interesting.
I would say dating before Tinder and with Tinder, it's not any easier.
No,
it's like I would say it's probably
found it hard.
You two married after high school.
Yeah, exactly. Both married to your high school sweethearts, basically. Wait, when did you meet? Like, right after college, right? You started dating?
University.
After university?
After university.
I didn't realize that.
But that's that's
still young.
That's
implying
young
like
for
I
both
had
of you.
luck
That's pretty
during
young.
For me, it's super young. Like,
Yeah,
I've been with my wife since I was 16, so I'm, I have nothing in the dating. Like, I don't know what I would be lost. Lost. If I had to go back to dating, like, I don't fucking
Betty and Veronica
know.
comics is what your references are.
Yeah, totally. I would have to watch Riverdale, like, really intently and try
The
to
new
figure
Riverdale.
out.
What are all the kids up to?
Yeah, I don't even know. And you read the shit about, I don't know. We're not getting, we got into too much of that with Foad about, like sex-related shit. But yeah, I don't even know. I wouldn't even know where to start. Anyway, cool. That was a good rant. Thanks. You had something. You had something in the tank. You didn't even know it.
I didn't even know it.
So, yeah, I learned about
Bumble.
Bumblebees. Bumble.
See, we're fucked, man.
You learned nothing.
Allie, I love you if you're listening. Not that you'll ever listen.
Yeah, neither of our wives will ever. My wife listens, eventually I'll guilt her, and I'm like, you should really listen to the Foad one. It's really funny.
She's like, I listen to you at home.
Yeah, exactly. That's the whole point of this podcast, is to talk my shit out of, because usually she's the one who has to listen to me fucking rant about all the stupid bullshit in the world, and this is like me ranting where she doesn't have to listen. So why should I force her to listen? It's mean. It's mean of me.
Yeah.
Anyway, thanks for coming in and being on the show. Do you have anything coming up you want to plug? You got any shows coming up?
You can follow me on Twitter at @itsme_Catheryn to figure out where my shows are at. And then I'm actually starting a fun comedic sports podcast with the Beaverton.
Oh, yeah. Cool.
So that'll be out in the spring. So
that's awesome. And you're going to the Boston...
And I'm going to the Women in Comedy Festival in Boston.
When's that?
April 21st to the 23rd.
Nice. If you're in Boston and you're listening to this,
please come.
Poctacon Harvard Yard and go see CATHRYN show. That's my Boston. That's all I have for Boston. I'm a fool.
Don't
What?
tell Ben Affleck I said he's a dick.
Yeah, we'll cut that part out of the show.
Thanks.
Or not. Maybe you'll get some hate in Boston. Get some
Yeah.
hecklers and
Only if this comes out after I return from Boston.
Cool, awesome. Thanks for coming in.
Thank you.
That was a fun one. That was a good one. Everyone got a little, a little lively on that one. Even I had a rebuttal, which was interesting. Love this song playing under me, and I'm gonna play it out on the back end. I know this is like the weird part, I guess the ending bridge, but whatever. It kicks ass off the back end. We're gonna have Gray's dudes in the studio here to rant about some stuff, and they're angry dudes, so watch out for that episode. Share it so we can get more love, more listeners. We have some great guests coming up. You can email Matt at cumrantpodcast@gmail.com. There's something off the top there. I don't know what it is. Check the last podcast. You should be listening more. You can find him on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram at cumrantpodcast. Mics are furnished by Shure Canada. And this has been an SG Audio Network production. Tune in next week. There's more ranting to come.